Hello, my beautiful souls that I'm so grateful for. I'm finding just having this place to return to, so to speak, this place to enter into, where I feel comfortable to communicate and to share and to be honest is so what the soul needs. So I really do feel that doing these videos has been my lesson over the last year, to teach and to give what has been given me. And through this process of teaching and giving what has given me, it's returned back upon me 100,000 billion times greater than I could ever have thought imaginable. And the miracles just keep building on top of one another and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so I continue to hold each and every one of you in this eternal circle of kindness and compassion towards all of us and our process here. And I just wanted to say that I'm thankful for all the communications on the A Course in Miracles study group, and so grateful that there's this new Pal Talk group for the Sparkly A Course in Miracles, and to be able to gather there and communicate through voice with each other is so helpful. And I think since we are entering into the last phase of our lessons, this is the last section, section 14, what am I? We're entering into the last phase here. It's kind of a little bit surreal. It's like, what? A year's gone by, but it doesn't even matter because time does not exist, and this is going to be a continuing process because it's only ever, once the course has been completed that, life truly opens up. Because ultimately the Course points us inward to have the experience. It's far beyond what the words are saying, but rather what the words are pointing to. And so today's lesson is a really good one in the sense that we are reminded that what I give, I will receive, in the sense that if I look upon my brother and I see a sinless brother, he is my guide to peace. But if I look upon my brother and I see a sinful brother, he will be my guide to pain. And which I choose to see, I will behold. And so we get to ask ourselves, am I in pain or am I in peace? Do I see my brother as sinful or do I see my brother as sinless? And from these questions, we get to see where our state of mind is. Whether we're in our right mind or whether we're in our wrong mind, it is irrelevant. The whole purpose of this earth and the whole purpose of A Course in Miracles is correction of misperception. And so this just allows us to be honest with where we are in our process, that we may choose again and come in closer contact with the Holy Spirit that is the reinterpreter of these thoughts, and to no longer feel guilty for having these thoughts or having these bad days or having these yo-yos or these trip-ups or whatever we want to call it, but instead to remember that we're doing this together, that we truly are healing together, and we can use each other in all of our relationships as an opportunity to see how we see them. So lesson 351 is my sinless brother is my guide to peace. My sinful brother is my guide to pain. And which I choose to see, I will behold. And so all we have today is a prayer. So let's settle into the prayer here as words are becoming less and less necessary because we're turning in for the experience of God's grace. Who is my brother but your holy Son? And if I see him sinful, I proclaim myself a sinner, not a son of God, alone and friendless in a fearful world. Yet this perception is a choice I make and can relinquish. I can also see my brother sinless as your holy Son. And with this choice, I see my sinlessness, my everlasting comforter and friend beside me, and my way secure and clear. Choose then for me, my Father, through your voice, for he alone gives judgment in your name. Hallelujah. The ego wants us to think that the choice that we have to make is between bodies. Should I stay with this body or should I leave this body? Should I stay with this job or should I leave this job? Should I get more money? You know, we are so concerned when it comes to this world because we've grown up believing that this world is our home. But through the last 351 lessons, we have begun to realize that our true home is in our heart, in heaven, where God is. And that this is a place of being. This is not a place we go to when we die, but it is a place of being. It is a state of mind. And so the true choice that is to be had is a choice of mind. How do I will to see my brother? Do I will to see my brother sinful or sinless? And that is a choice that we make. And based upon that choice, so is the world that we will see extended from that choice. And so who else could my brother be except our Father's Holy Son? For if God created everyone equal, and if there is only one Son, one self, then this means that each and every one of us have this one self within. It is the whole in every part. It seems that there's all these different bodies, all of these different parts, but really the whole is inside each and every single one of those seeming parts. And the whole is never not whole. It is complete. But since it's etheric, since it's spirit, you cannot see it with the physical eyes, but it is there. It is a presence. It is the being. It is the Christ. It is the Holy Son of God himself. And now after these 351 days, I have the confidence and the certainty that this is what I am, and I no longer have to cloud these words. I no longer have to say something different in its place because truth is true. Illusions are never true. And so when I look out upon my world, if I see my brother as sinful, if I see my brother as having done something wrong, if I see my brother as being the cause of my upset in any way, if I believe in death in any way, then I indeed have proclaimed myself as a sinner and see myself as a sinner instead of a son of God. And that is the only choice that we're ever choosing between. What am I? And what did we just read above? What am I? I am the Holy Son of God himself, which means I cannot be a sinner. And so we get to choose now. And in this choice of our perception and how we're going to see our brother, our old thought system of sinful pain, death, suffering, lack, all of that is completely relinquished because we have accepted the judgment of the Holy Spirit instead. And so the Holy Spirit is our everlasting comforter and friend. And we see this and we experience this when we choose to see our brother as sinless. I choose to see my brother as sinless. And in him I will know myself. And this is why we cannot heal by ourselves alone. And this is why I'm so grateful for these communities that are arising at this time to communicate on this level of vision, of shared vision of the Christ within. Because it's so important to confirm and validate within each other the holy mind of God so that all of the illusions may fall away in the presence of this light. And so this is the only thing I want, and this is the purpose that I want to have in all of my relationships. And so now here I extend this to you continually, and it won't stop. And so with that being said, let's today choose then for me, my Father, through your voice, for he alone gives judgment in your name. So we don't even have to make this choice. It is the choice of, I give it to you, Father. I give it to you, Father, that you may choose through your voice, because this is the will we share with God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and all our brother and sister souls. So this is going to happen when we put our willingness there. So this is a beautiful lesson to remind us of the truth about ourselves, and how it is we can see our brothers as sinless. And I'm even applying this in my relationships in my world, so this is for all of us. But our final thought in conclusion: my sinless brother is my guide to peace. My sinful brother is my guide to pain. And which I choose, I will behold. And remember, we will behold that because it is a change of mind. So what I choose, the effect will change according to the cause changing in my mind from sinful to sinless. So I meet you here, beautiful souls, in our sinless nature of divinity. And there goes my phone. I love you all. Peace out.